When God gives me a word, I apply it to myself as well, because there are words that God has given me over the years. And even though it was meant for me, it was meant for other people as well. And I notice how a lot of people, when they give words, they don't think it pertains to them, but it actually do. Just like I can tell when people give out certain words that it actually for them, but they give it out to other people. You know what I'm saying? And especially when they be going through stuff. And I know even when God gives me the word, even concerning witchcraft, let me tell you something. I apply that to myself as well, because I know how easy it is that things could happen in your life and you could turn just like that. And you yourself can start dipping into darkness. People don't understand how easy it is. See, I do. So when God gives me words, even concerning witchcraft, witches, warlocks, sorcerers, magicians, mystics, Satanists, whoever they are, I don't care who it is, I also apply it to myself, because I remember even in my darkest moments at times, the things that my mind is capable of doing, the darkness that I myself can reach, I apply it to myself too, because at any time, if I was to ever do that, I know it would also apply to me as well. Do you not understand that? I know this. But see, a lot of people don't. And even a lot of the words that people be given, even years later, even if it comes to pass, it's meant for them as well. Because a lot of people do not stay with God. A lot of times people go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? People say like, oh, people say, oh, but let me tell you something. We are human beings. But sometimes people do. You know, backslide. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you always have to consider the word for yourself. And that's why when it comes to things like that, I'm so adamant, because I do know how easy it is. And I even watch out for myself, because I know at times, I'm gonna put it to you like this, and I'm gonna tell you like this, a lot of Christians do not want people to be vulnerable, but I don't care. Let me tell you, because you want to know what? I know I'm not scared of no witch, no warlock, no sorcerer, whatever they want to call their name, from A, B to Z to 2, 3 to 2, 3, 4. I don't care. I'm not scared of not one. The only person I'm scared of is the one who has control over my soul and over my flesh. And last time I checked, that is not a human being. That is God himself. He has the ability to send me to hell because of my own actions. So that's who I'm afraid of, if anything. Now, with that being said, is that I understand how easy it is at times to where I myself have to go deep within, because there are times I myself want to touch darkness. Okay? I myself want to. I myself want to be able to touch that thing. But I know if I do, it will consume me. I know that I will become a terror. Not a bad person, but a terror upon this face of the earth. See, the thing about it is that you have to know who you are. You have to know your capabilities. You have to know all these things about yourself. You have to know the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And I'm not afraid to talk about it. So yes, there are times I am tempted, but I know I can't be. I cannot do that, because I know the havoc I myself can cause on this planet. And guess what? I'm not the only one. There's others. So that's why I stay with the Lord and will forever remain with him. Because if it was not for him, I know the type of person I would be. I will know the type of person I can become. I know. Satan has always want to recruit at people as well. That's what people don't understand. Satan recruits as well. Yes, he does. He recruits. He has his own children. And you think at any time Satan would want a person who was of God in his kingdom? Because why? Those are gifts. Those are natural gifts. That person did not have to go to him for that and get that fake power, that fake source. The source came from the Lord. So he wants to take that gift. So when you know, you know. I learned the hard way. There are people right now who naturally have gifts but have no clue they got it from God. They didn't get it from the kingdom of God, of darkness. They got it from God. So they are misappropriating their gift. They are abusing the gift that God has gave them for his kingdom, but they are using it for the kingdom of darkness. To profit, to make money, to cause pain. I mean, people do all different things of why they're doing what they're doing. Vengeance. Revenge. Vengeance is one of the most ones, because you want to know why? The enemy tried to pull me in on that alone as well. So I know I'm not the only one. Was revenge. Does it make it right? No. No. The best thing to do is you let God handle people, the situations, you let him handle things. Because when you do it, it could cost you your very own soul. It costs you. I'm going to go a little bit deep with some people so they can understand. It could cost you your mind. Your mind will plunge so deep into darkness. You will start thinking about things that literally will even scare you. Okay? You will think about doing things that will literally scare the crap out of you. But if you allow that darkness to consume you, you will actually start doing those very things that once made you afraid, and now you conform to it, and now you're comfortable with it. So you don't have a problem going outside that line to get what you want, because now you are comfortable in that mindset. You are comfortable in that very thing in order to do it, to get whatever it is by any means necessary. And again, does that make it right? Absolutely not. But we all have a choice to make. That's the thing. And don't think that you are the only one who has made that choice, because you're not. Don't think for 1 second that there are not people of God who were not propositioned with that same thing, because they were and are, and struggle because the darkness want to consume them as well. But you have to know who you are. You have to know your limits. You have to know the truth. You have to know. You have to have, there has to be some sort of line drawn. That's the only way I can explain it. And the only way for you to get that line is with you through Jesus Christ. That is the only way, because without him, there will be no line. Everything will be blurred, because that's the way how it is with the kingdom of darkness. There is a blurry. There is no line. Everything is blurred. There is no line. So you're willing to cross everything, including with your own people, with your own. You will cross it. And there will come a time when you will cross it with your own bloodline. Especially if you cannot control and manipulate them and make them do something they don't want to do. There will come a time when you will blur that line, honey. You can say you never won't, but you will. If not, a lot of you already have. So also up to you whether or not you're going to stop and say, I've had enough of this sickness. I've had enough of this darkness. I've had enough of this thing. Contemplating and putting these things in my mind, these thoughts and all these things and these fears and all this stuff, and having me the urge to do this, to do the will of the enemy, to do its will. I've had enough to wanting to go and play along with the enemy. You have to make up your mind and say enough's enough. Because if you don't, who will? You got to understand generational curses also apply to your bloodline as well, whether you realize it or not. When you take up things, it goes for your bloodline as well too. You need to understand this, how important this is. Some people don't care. But if you care and don't want your bloodline to go through things you have endured yourself, you will actually want to put a stop to it. You wouldn't want them to endure what you have endured. I don't care what your belief is. I'm telling you, you would not want them to do it. You will want better for them and make doggone sure they will never have to go through what you have endured yourself.